week 2 Home Squad Sports. Shout out to everyone that's been checking in with us throughout the week. Can't wait to get into a full slate. Got our top 6 games, some games that we think might cover, potential players of the week, and we'll go over the new top 25 as well. But first off, how you doing, Dalton?
Can't complain, man. Ready for more football. Teams should be a lot less sloppy this week.
Yeah,
Football really. See, that's some new offenses doing well. Texas and Ohio State hopefully play better offense.
a lot of
Big
guys.
LSU, Clemson. They got easier games this week.
Yeah,
Trying to get things right on the offense for a lot of these teams.
yeah. As you know, everyone knows it's anyone knows ball, or you don't even really have to play. First week, you got to get a lot of the cobwebs out, see what really works. See that was stuff that was only good in practice, stuff that just didn't translate to the game, and vice versa. A lot of teams have to go back to the drawing board. Teams like Colorado, a lot of these teams like game management, things like that, they're going to have to clean up, and they're already making changes as well.
I don't think he's a great in-game coach.
Nah, man, it sucks.
I
Anyone new to the show, I can go get my Shadur jersey out the closet. So it's like I've been supporting him, man, but it's just like I think people around him in Colorado, they're just like scared to speak up because a lot of those guys know football. Byron Leftwich knows football. Marshall Falk knows football. There should have been players and coaches and the GAs running down the field trying to get those timeouts. It shouldn't. Yeah, it's all on the head coach, but it's like, is everyone scared to speak up? Because I know you all know ball.
Yeah, somebody should have said something.
I think it falls on Coach Dion, obviously the head honcho. You got to fall on him. It's just how it goes. You're the one who gets the most praise. You're the one that's going to get the most hate. And then Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur is just not a good OC, bro. We'll get into that. We'll get to a bunch of other guys. But that's just the things that one of the biggest teams that really got to get back to the drawing board besides Alabama. Was watching A.J. McCarron on a podcast this week, or today actually, and him saying, like, if I was Ryan Williams, I'm deleting all this stuff. And, he's just straight ball. Put your phones away for a couple weeks and just straight get to it. And you can tell a lot of those guys are him and T. Rich. They're talking like they're just like fed up, man. It's crazy. But a lot of storylines, only in week 2, we already got a lot of storylines going. We got, position battles already starting to heat up with, Colorado. They're going to be playing Julian Lewis, their freshman. Your Florida Gators have a little bit harder of a matchup this week. They don't have the cupcake. A lot of the FCS programs played well. But LIU is not one of them. They was kind of, you got what you expected there. Any other storylines you're looking in before we get into our top 6 games that's like caught your eye throughout the week?
Arch Manning, of course.
Yeah.
Big topic in the room, right?
Yeah, big elephant in the room.
Just one bad game. I think people are overreacting.
I think he
was ever my QB1.
Exactly.
Or 2 or 3.
There's
me and you didn't talk about him a lot. Like, he don't come up really. And this is why he hasn't played enough yet. You got to produce on the field. I ain't worried about your stars. And his high school competition wasn't the best, man. Wasn't the best. I just think he needs more seasoning. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad. He played bad, but that doesn't make him bad. I think he'll be all right, but people are overreacting. That's the overreaction of the week.
I just don't think he's not bad, but he's just not good. I think a lot of people, I would give him a lot more leeway if this guy's transferred in through the summer, transferred in, but this is the third year.
Yeah.
And he's already no offensive changes, no scheme changes. And people say that there's a couple ways you can look at it because we don't know the answer, right? We're not in the locker room. Is Sarkisian scared to take the training wheels off? He's had this quarterback for 2 years. Or is Sarkisian just not putting the best game plan around him? Is Sarkisian scared to take away the training wheels off because he's Arch is not that guy? Or is it he's just not calling a good game plan when using his personnel well? What do you think it is?
I don't feel like he didn't run as much, did he?
No. Well, I think that's why I said they should go more Cam Ward. Just let that guy play a little bit more backyard. Let him, just figure it out the hard way. Yeah, you're going to drop a couple, but I think by the end of the season, if you play a right game call, he could have a solid year. But I think a lot of people give 3 letters of credit, OSU, right? And that's the blame, kind of the one person who won or this game, and that's the reason Texas lost. OSU, right? I think it's 3 other combinations. 247 Sports. They're the blame here. This guy wasn't a 5-star generational guy. He, we understood he came from a small school. That's where Cooper went, Eli, Payton.
Odell.
Yeah. Odell, Newman High School in Louisiana, right? But we saw the tape, and the tape don't lie.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't playing those guys, and we thought just by osmosis he was going to go ahead and learn and be behind a veteran guy and get in the system, incubator, and he was going to come out veteran, like we've seen some guys do. But I don't know if that's happened, man. I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen down the road. That's the best thing about football. Every week, it's just new storylines every week. We don't know what's going to happen. I think they're in for a rude awakening, especially with Alabama. And I think the ACC is kind of proven that that's going to be a big year for them. LSU.
I mean, Clemson's dropped one though.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the new AP poll. I think that'll kind of spark our before we get into the top six.
I have heard a lot about the ACC, but really, they had one good win.
Yeah, I agree. But it's
Florida
a big
State
week. It's a big week for the ACC.
Florida
this week.
State had a big win. That's it.
It's a big week for Duke, Illinois. A lot of those matchups that we're going to look into down the road, as well as this week. So
Duke better not play like they did the first half last week.
No,
they were. I think they might have been losing, or they just took the lead right before half against Elon. So.
Yeah, Elon. We got teams coming off.
They played good the second half, but Elon's not exactly FCS a heavyweight, man.
Yeah, I think this is everybody's look at the quarterback duo, which I love. It's my favorite. I think this is more of a head coaching duo. We're going to see what Manny Diaz and Brett Bielema, see how they square off and how that game plan matches up. But new AP poll before we get into our top 6 games of the week, Dalton. Anybody that takes your attention here? Alabama's ranked all the way down to 21st.
Yeah.
What do you think here? What do you think?
Good to see Utah get in there. Dominant game.
Great game.
I think they're a great team too. They're dangerous this year. We talked about that before.
Yeah, for sure. Devin Dampier, a guy that's maybe a force to be reckoned with. Some people's got him a dark horse Heisman. Let's give him some love real quick before we hop into it. That's why you just brought up Utah. Shout out to Devin Dampier winning our Player of the Week 1 MVP. Chewing, man. Made UCLA show that they still have a long way to go, and I think Deshaun Foster's you got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
I told
they should never got Chip Kelly is come back.
Yeah.
You got a coaching job. They said.
Yeah, I think that was like big with NIL. Like they just weren't giving him like any resources, and they just didn't want him. Chip Kelly's a whole different subject, but definitely had to give him some love. Devin Dampier, if you didn't see us on our socials, give him the shout out already. And we'll see who wins the week 2 MVP. Let's get back into the top 25 poll here. All right. So, like you said, Utah sneaks in at 25, which I'd like to see. I would like to see Louisville sneak in. I know they played in-state FCS. I know, but I do think they should be around 24, 25 region area.
Over Texas Tech, maybe. I mean, but Tech look good, though. I mean, they played FCS school, too, but they were more dominant than Louisville.
I want to give some love to a team. I know they played at FCS school as well, but nobody's talking about Oregon, Dante Moore, and how
Montana State's a good FCS.
I swear,
playoff last year.
Yes,
good program. So yeah, that was a good performance for him. First game of the year. Last year they struggled out the gate against Idaho.
God,
beat Idaho.
Yeah, barely.
Remember that game?
Yes,
that was almost the biggest upset since Michigan App State.
Yep.
And then they struggled against. They played somebody the next week and barely won to. Boise.
Yes.
So they almost were 0-2 last year. So that's good to see that they're starting off better this year. I think that's a big thing.
Agreed.
Program, man.
Agreed. And we got LSU there. 3. Ohio State obviously
LSU,
took the. What do you think? What do you think about that? I don't know about that. Georgia, I think should be 3.
Right now, Georgia didn't beat nobody. I get it.
I
can see LSU too. This early in the year, go off who you beat.
Did you see?
Clemson.
Did you see Brian Kelly talk smack to Dabo in the press conference?
Kelly?
Yes. Crazy.
Really?
Yes.
So Florida got played 3, 4, and 5 this year, and 7.
I love how you throw that.
Just saying, that's crazy. 3, 4, 5.
No, I agree. You all have had a gauntlet.
3, 4, 5, and 7.
The Gators got a gauntlet. So do
And I'm going to nitpick a little. You're telling me right now if we play Illinois, they're favorite on neutral field.
Illinois is a favorite
over Florida
right now.
On a neutral field, I'm asking.
Oh no,
who's favorite?
Well,
Florida? All right, so
I know you've haven't made a great point about how you do your rankings neutral field, and it's totally made me look at it a different way, which I agree with. Yeah, I would take Florida all day. I think we're going to have an interesting stat about Altmaier, which we'll go ahead and get into this top 6 now, but we'll touch back on the top 25 in a minute. We'll see after we do our picks. But Altmaier, I think it's going to be a telling week because I got an interesting stat here. But let's reveal the pick 6 of week 2, Dalton. We start off with Illinois and Duke. A lot of these games, people are going to think maybe some chalk games, right?
It's a good slate, but not great.
It's not great.
Overwhelming a little bit.
The only stretch, because I think biggest potential blowout, as you see here, as we got Baylor, SMU, Iowa and Iowa State, in-state rivalry game. It's going to be a heck of a game. Iowa State's got the home field advantage there. I think they win. But let's go ahead and get to the last before I think the biggest blowout. Kansas and Missouri, going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State and Mississippi State, and then Michigan, Oklahoma. Biggest blowout potential. I think Arizona State could blow out Mississippi State. Yeah. What do you think? No?
I'm actually on the other end.
Oh,
Mississippi
okay.
State almost beat them last year.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Arizona State was a lot better last year.
They were.
At least that's what Dillingham says. And they didn't look great the first week. And Mississippi State, a lot better this year than last year. They were terrible.
Arizona State's minus 6.5 right now.
That's it, right? That's a lot.
I think that's a couple. That's
a
couple turnovers away from turning to, I think, 17 really quick.
Mississippi State might win.
I love it,
dude. Arizona State got 2 guys on offense, Levitt and Tyson.
They had 2 guys last year, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, now they got 2.
But Mississippi State got the dogs to lock down 1 guy.
But then they added the running back.
Yeah, Kanye only got like 3
from Army.
Week 1.
Huh?
He's the RB3.
Is he? Did you see what Tarleton State was doing in Arby's locker room?
Who?
Did you see what Tarleton State was doing in Arby's locker room? Oh, it's so funny.
What they do?
It's so I can't even describe. It's so funny, bro. Tarleton State was wilding in the locker room. They said they didn't ruin somebody's parlay, and I love the night.
The biggest upset pick for me, I mean, the blowout one is Iowa State.
Ooh, okay.
They might.
You don't think the rivalry makes it closer than it should be at all? How that's most rivalries.
I know, and I was excited about Iowa this week, and this year. Because Mark Gronowski coming in from South Dakota State, supposed to be the best quarterback they've had in a while.
Yes, he's supposed to be a gunslinger.
Threw for 44 yards.
Right.
Against Albany.
I know. They only put 34 points up.
34-7 against Albany. He threw for 44 yards, 8 for 15.
Okay.
What does that tell you?
Well, I think it tells me Iowa State could run away with it if they
again.
But I think any team that's
Iowa State already got a good win too under their belt.
I know.
Over K-State.
I know. I mean, kind of a good win. It's not as good one as it seems. They just barely scraped by.
We'll see at the end of the year. I still think K-State's
going. Oh man, I'm so out on K-State.
They won't drop more than 5.
I sold all my stock in K-State last week.
They won't drop more than 5.
I mean,
they're solid. Not great as we thought, but they're solid.
They might drop more than 5 games.
Nah, they'll get out of this one.
If they go 6-6, bro, if they what if Kansas State pulls a Kansas this year? Yeah, they're the Kansas of do the same thing Kansas did last year. But they, as the part of the game, the Iowa and Iowa State, who you think is going to be a possible blowout? That's Iowa State -3 right now. You think that's crazy?
I'm all over that one.
Oh,
you're a bet, man. Like, if I was you, I'd be like, that's on my heart.
Okay.
You don't bet spreads now. So.
All right, and then we got Baylor versus SMU. SMU's -2.5. You don't think SMU could run away with this thing?
No.
I think Jennings could get loose.
I don't like Sawyer, but he wasn't the reason they lost to Auburn.
Yeah, man.
They couldn't contain Jackson Arnold.
Well, they could not. Jackson Arnold was running and gunning, and he did look impressive. I will say that. Got to give him his credit.
Local.
Did they?
He didn't look that good last year, Oklahoma.
No, he didn't.
OC,
well, does Hugh Freeze just
OC got fired? But.
Did Hugh Freeze just lie to all our faces and say, he was using 3 quarterbacks for no reason?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a game plan, man.
Yeah, I know. He said, "I'm running with Jackson Arnold for sure." Everybody thought they was going to see Deuce Knight.
I mean, he looked way better than last year, first game. I still think he's a great thrower of the football, but
no, but he really did prove.
It sucks with that receiving core though. 4 studs.
Yeah. There is a couple good receivers here that we're going to get to talk about that some guys have to watch out for. Kansas, woohoo, they got some dogs. But let's get picks here, and we'll go over spreads as well. Got into most of the spreads. The rest of the spreads are, we went over Arizona State and Mississippi State, which is -6.5. Let's look at Illinois versus Duke. Last games was Western Illinois and Elon there. They're coming off, not too many big of matchups. Altmaier versus Darian Mensah. Illinois got a good secondary, man. They're going to have to watch out for Xavier Scott. Xavier Scott's going to probably make some big plays. What do you think?
Xavier Scott's good. Gabe Jackas on defense, too.
God, what a dog.
Yeah. Talk about one of the best defensive players in the country. Both of them. Really good defense.
For sure.
Good quarterback matchup, though. I like Mensah and Altmaier.
I like Mensah a little bit more. I think Altmaier has won me over. I'd like Mensah more going in, but I do think he's closed the gap a little bit. I'm glad you brought up Jackas because in the East-West Shrine Bowl, they had a Twitter Spaces yesterday, I think, just beginning of the week, talking about some guys, and his name was all over the place, rightfully so. Same thing with Bud Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Anthony Russo, who brought up
good.
Bud Clark. Got to give him his credit there. He's a dog. All right. I want to show you this stat. This is what kind of won me over for the game. Tip the iceberg or whatever you want to call it for me. Altmaier he takes a 15 to 18% drop in completion percentage when he's under pressure, throws under pressure. What do you think about that? He's only at like 68 before that. You think they're just going to probably try to send the dogs and more of a defensive game than offensive? Because we look at the quarterbacks, we think it could probably be a shootout. But do you think this will be more of a high scoring game or defensively game?
No, I actually think it's going to be a defensive game.
I think so too. I agree. I agree.
Who's going? I think Illinois just got the better running backs.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Lafferty, Caden Fegan.
They have to run the ball. Any team that when you're finding out who you got all these transfers, new faces, new places, and guys calling plays. Pretty much as everything's new. Establishing the run is the most safe thing you could do in football, and that's why the teams that do it, they usually win. Shot Saquon Barkley. All right, so Illinois is going to have to be able to come to the win through the air, but it has to be set up through the ground. So that's what I think is going to have to happen. Altmaier is going to have some big third downs, I think. Really big third downs that cost this game or win this game for them. But I'll take Mensa and Duke. What do you think?
Really?
Yeah.
Taking Duke?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as it came out of my mouth, my confidence went down a little bit. But I do think Mensa is going to be good with time of possession. And we're going to walk away with a couple more Duke players that we like.
Illinois -3.
All right. Love it.
Is what it is. That's a spread. But,
that's what. Oh, I thought you were
taking. That's a spread. But
okay.
I'm taking them too. I'm taking Illinois.
You're taking the spread.
I like Illinois this year. I like their defense a lot. I just don't think Duke scores enough.
I could see that happening. Brett Bielema might just call an excellent game. And with Gabe Jacas, he could be a game wrecker this game. All you need is a couple big plays, couple pass deflections, couple sacks.
Good defense.
Good defense. I will give you credit. I'm not as confident as I thought I would be on that pick. But
I know you like Duke this year a lot, though.
I like Duke. A little biased because our boy Terry Walker is going to be at Duke next year, quarterback there.
Yeah, I'll be biased next year.
He should be starting there in the next couple of years. We'll see. If so, shout out. All right. We got first game. We got different picks. I like that. And we got SMU and Baylor here. Sawyer Robinson's looking for a breakout game. Kevin Jennings is looking for a breakout game. I think a lot of people come to find out that Brashard Smith was a big part of that offense last year. They are missing him. They're going to just have to fill in the holes. I think they can. Coach Ashley there at SMU. We've seen him at the Senior Bowl. I walked up to him. I said, man, I never seen a team like wide receivers block down the field as good as you all did last year. And that was one of the weirdest things that stood out to me last year watching them. And, dude, I think he looked at me just like, you wait till we do it this year. Like, he just looked at like, yeah, thank you. Like, he wasn't, I just like him, bro. I think he's a heck of a coach, and SMU is going to be a force to reckon with. I think they're going to prove that this week. But what do you think about the game, and who do you like, Dalton? I know are you a big Sawyer Robertson guy, or what's up? You like this guy, I feel like. He's
better than Kevin Jennings.
Yeah, I mean, as a pro prospect, yeah. Maybe not as a college quarterback, though. Maybe not as a college quarterback, just a runner and gunner.
That's close, man. I mean, I'm taking the road team again.
Okay. All right, you're going Baylor, so you're going first two games.
Yeah, look, he threw for 419 against Auburn, man. He wasn't a problem. 419 and 3 tuds, no picks. They still lost. Their defense sucks, but
gotta win.
I don't think SMU ain't as physical as Auburn in the trenches. That's why they lost the game. SMU don't got the dogs up front like Auburn.
I know, but they didn't
That's
really.
What I think.
I know, but they didn't have the dogs last year. They were just speeding and straight east to west in that thing, man.
That's true, but this team can east west too.
Yeah. Okay. You think they can beat them at their
same style?
They can beat them at their own game. You think?
I just don't think Baylor goes 0-2, man.
It would be hard to see because we definitely thought. I thought they were going to be 1-0 going in this game. I really did.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, I thought they were going to win the game, no question about it. Now looking at it, it's like, all right, I'm kind of the Sawyer Robertson guy. The more time goes by, I'm kind of down on him. But
if they won last week, I probably would have took SMU.
Okay,
honestly.
That's interesting.
Like that.
That's how I think with Florida. When you all face some of your big opponents this year, I think they're going to be coming off games that really break them down, or they're coming off blowouts and they're sleeping. So, all right,
I hope so.
I like SMU by a finger now, dude, just barely. I think Jennings is just going to run around, make some. Time of possession is going to be key in these first two games, especially the Michigan-Oklahoma game. But I think SMU is just going to try to win this thing from a coaching standpoint. A lot of good coaching matchups, I think, this week. But I like how we have two differences. Give me SMU. And
Okay.
I don't have a spread for that. I think it's more of a money line thing. I don't think they're gonna, surprise everyone and win by 10 or blow them out. But I do like SMU in that one, which brings us to the in-state rivalry game, which I'm really want to take Iowa State. Man, I want to just hammer them on the betting sites, but we'll see. Iowa State's -3. Dalton thinks it could be a potential blowout, which I don't hate that at all. Rocco Becht is going to be out there running and gunning. A lot of good quarterbacks playing this week in the top 6 matchups. Usually how it is, but I think we're going to see some exciting plays in this game, just with it being a rivalry game. Is Iowa going to be a little bit more impressive on offense to you, or is this just going to be a rout?
I'm already out on Iowa in 1 week.
Really?
I usually get these longer than that, but
okay.
I've seen it enough with them in the past.
Yeah.
To have
Same old Iowa to you, just running the ball?
They can't. They're 44 passing yards against Albany.
Yeah, I know.
FCS team that's not great.
But we said in the beginning of the show, a lot of these guys are going to have to go back to the chalkboard and throw out some plays. Do you think they're a team that can get right, or you think, like you said, you just saw enough?
I mean, none of the receivers scare me either. Jacob Gill.
Yeah, that's the hard part,
Vander
man.
Z.
How are you? Yeah, as a wide receiver, how do you just go there? It's hard.
They had a good one in
long time.
Amar Smith Marzette was in the league.
Great name.
If you remember him, but that's it.
I don't. So you do think this could be a possible blowout?
Yeah,
I want to hear more about that because I'm surprised
about
that one. I thought you maybe thought this would be a dogfight, straight defensive game, even though we think there's a talent gap. But you know what rivalry games do. Sell people on and sell me on the blowout and how they could get it done. Is it more of a Rocco Becht? Is he going to have like 100 yards rushing, 100 yards passing day, or is he just going to throw all over him? What do you think?
I think Rocco is going to shred him.
This
game. I don't think they're going to run it on them great. Iowa's can still stop the run. They always can.
Yeah.
But their secondary's not as good as usual.
Yeah.
They don't have a Jean. They don't have a Sebastian Castro last year.
True.
They lost both of them guys. They keep losing guys that they ain't bringing in anymore. So
I know.
I don't know. I really like Iowa State this year too.
I do too. They've grown on me. You can take the Ireland game.
2 good running backs.
2 good running backs. The quarterback can run as well. That's a 3 person rushing attack that you have to worry about. I think we go over the stats. All three of them, including Rocco Becht, had 16 carries even, right? I think that was the stat.
Is that team?
I think it was. I think so because we just went over it the other day. And I think they had 16 carries throughout all those 3, evenly distributed. Not totally sure, but either way, they got 3 guys you got to worry about on the ground. I think they're going to try to take a lot of shots early to get up early and force Iowa to kind of get in tempo.
They're going to make them throw, and then
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Gronowski plays better, but I just don't have no faith in him right now.
Okay.
They got to prove it.
Okay. No, I'm kind of with you on that for real. I really do think it's the only reason this could be close is the rivalry aspect of it.
It usually is close, but Iowa is usually better. Iowa State usually isn't as good either.
That's true.
Iowa State's really good this year. They might win the Big 12.
And you like this Iowa State team better than last year?
Yeah.
I thought they lost a lot, man.
Yeah.
They lost some guys, right?
Well, they lost 2 receivers. That's about it. They got both running backs, the quarterback back. Big Citrus came back.
Yeah, shout out Big Citrus.
Caleb Bacon came back. They got bacon and orange on defense. They got the whole breakfast. Bro.
No, that's insane.
So, yeah, I like this team. But I don't know if they're better than last year yet. It's too early to tell because Jalen Noel and
dog.
Jaden Higgins was the other one. They're both dogs. So
yes. I'm horrible with names these days, bro. But I knew I was going to say, I thought they had some playmakers this year that they were just using the guys to step up.
They brought in some transfer guys.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Chase Sewell from East Carolina.
Sewell.
Got him over Florida. We really wanted him. And then they got David Townsend from Central Florida. So
I do know about Sewell, but I'm not sure about Townsend. So we'll see if they can have a big game. I know there's a couple of these guys like on Kansas that I'm going to shout out. So let's go on to that game. So our back half here, last 3 of the top 6. We'll get our picks here. We got Missouri and Kansas. Missouri's -6.5 here. Kansas' last 2 opponents being Wagner and Fresno State. Quarterback matchup here, Jalen Daniels and Bo Pribula. Missouri last opponent, Central Arkansas.
Yeah. We don't know much about these teams yet.
No, we don't, because like I said, not a lot of guys. But Kansas did play that extra game with week 0, so they're 2-0. Will this be a good thing or a bad thing? I have in my notes for a bet for the Big 12. Do you think this will be a good showing to where, all right, we just Big 12 is going to be able to get a big win here, or even just a close loss? What do you think?
I think close loss. I'm going Missouri for sure. I like Proby a lot. He looked good last week, man. He's fast. He's got a cannon. He's always had the talent. He was just stuck behind some guys at Penn State, man. So I don't like Jalen Daniels. Don't win the big game usually.
I know.
Big game for Kansas.
I know. I think he's going to have some guys step up, man. I'm kind of looking
Cam
at this
Pickett.
roster. Yeah, I like a couple guys here, like Cam Pickett, Manuel Henderson, and Daniel Highshaw.
Highshaw, the running back.
Yeah, Highshaw, the running back, 5.9 yards a carry already this season, 27 carries, 158 yards. Small sample size, but he's already put up some numbers. Manuel Henderson, 9 receptions, 154 yards, 2 tutties already. And Cam Pickett, 106 yards on only 8 catches and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
Bo Privilege is coming off a 23 for 28 performance, so 82% completion percentage. That's something, you can always build upon, and that might keep them in the game here. Mistake-free football. You just got to. It all comes down to play calling in that instance when you don't have freak of natures out there.
I guess the Sam Horn injury is bad.
I guess so.
Because it was supposed to be fit, QB battle there last
week. I think Privilege is out there. It's him. I think it was just kind of
unfortunate timing for Sam Horn, man.
I know.
That sucks.
I know. Privilege, they look like.
It would have been nice to see the better guy, see who would have won it on the field, but Privilege played well.
He did. 2 touchdowns. He
definitely didn't lose the job.
283 yards. Now you see a lot of 23 for 28s go for like 186, nothing. But this guy got 283 on that. So could be a potential shootout, quote unquote, maybe like a 23-20, because how many points you really expecting Iowa to put up here? In the other games, especially with Kansas, Missouri. Is this going to be a high-scoring game, or is this going to be maybe a defensive game like you think, possibly with a couple of these other matchups?
I think this one's a little bit more entertaining. High score and more big offensive plays.
Yeah, more talent. I think there's a little bit more talent around here as opposed to.
I don't know.
Jalen Daniels, man. I'm rooting for him. I don't have him as a Heisman. I just think it's a big redemption year for him, his last go-around, and he can make some big highlight plays this week.
He's probably ranked QB out of 12 teams. He's probably QB 8.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't
Give
hate
me
that.
Menzel, Altmaier, Jennings, Robertson, Beck, Levitt.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
And Mateer. What? Which one?
I like Jalen Daniels over Sorry Robertson.
Oh, Sawyer. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. The Sorry Robertson's guy is gonna have to prove something for me this week, and if he does, I'm gonna come back on here on Monday morning, and when we have go on Monday morning, I will say I was wrong, and he had a great game. But I do think Jennings
is over 419.
I know, but he didn't get the dub.
Well, yeah.
If he would have got the win, he'd have been our player of the week. We'd have been shouting to the rooftops, man. But I do think winning is it's the biggest factor. Can this guy do big stats against the better opponent and win the game? Can he do it?
Better opponent.
I think he's better opponent.
Auburn would be SMU.
I don't know about that.
Take it to the bank.
I don't know about that.
So he's not as good as last year. Rashard Smith was half the team.
I just think it's gonna be some new guys, man. I think Rhett Ashley's.
I like Rhett too, man.
I like Rhett Ashley, dude. He's tall.
He's
huge.
He's tall.
He's huge.
So are you going Missouri or Kansas?
Oh, I'm going Kansas.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
We're different on all 4.
3 out of 4.
Somebody's gonna be really wrong.
You took Iowa State too, right?
Yeah, I took Iowa State. Okay, never mind.
I was making sure you ain't crazy.
So
if you took Iowa, I would have to.
You have Illinois over Duke. You have Baylor over SMU. We both have Iowa State, and you have Missouri over Kansas, right?
Yeah.
All right. So how's Missouri? You think they're gonna come out here and just run and gun? I mean, is it gonna be a boring game on their end, just some straight smash mouth football? What do you think?
Yeah, Ahmad Hardy's gonna get a lot of carries and really good running back. Probably is gonna run a lot too. So I think they're gonna out physical them, man. It's the Big 12 SEC matchup. So
yeah,
I usually favor the SEC just because the trenches.
Yeah, same here. It's a big week for the Big 12.
Gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think the Iowa and Iowa State's a good Big 12. Showing what's going to happen here. Physicality. Iowa does have a touted offensive line. They are talented up there, and as they always have been. And let's get into the second to last game here. Arizona State versus Mississippi State. I do think this could be the blowout of the night. I think Arizona State could get up early, man. Sam Levitt, and we've seen him running for like 58-yard touchdown last week. He's really climbing up my list, man. A lot of these guys are handing it to him with their bad performances and maybe just being a little overhyped. Sam Levitt, I think he's going to climb up a lot of people's boards, and I think he's going to have a Jackson Dart-like ascend this year. What do you think?
Oh, I like Sam Levitt a lot. I can see him doing that. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of him too. The play style.
I like him, man.
Like he reminds me of Dart.
It's all about being It's all about being versatile, but still playing mistake free.
Yeah, and he's fast. He can run. He ran for a lot of yards game 1.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 58-yard
70 or
run.
something.
58-yard running touchdown, bro. Fucking
No,
took
that's
off.
Scotty Fox.
No, both.
Uh-huh.
They both had like a 58-yard runner. Shout out Scotty Fox from West Virginia.
That's the word.
He's a dog. He liked our story when we mentioned him, so shout out to Scotty Fox.
I hope so.
So yeah, Arizona State. I do think they could run away with this one with Mississippi State just having.
And I disagree with them. Mississippi State's very improved this year. Really good run game. They're
very improved. We picked them to win like 3 games
because SEC's tough. Arizona State.
We picked them to win 0 conference games. Do you say they're going to be better?
They are.
Dude, bro, they're not. They're going to get ran this game. They're getting ran.
Nope.
And you just turned your back on Arizona State.
This game's going to be like
you love Arizona State.
They're going to win.
But you love Arizona State.
They're going to win. But this game's going to be like last year's game.
Oh, so it's going to be real close?
Really close.
Well, you've been having me thinking you was about to take the Dogs.
No, I like what they're doing there. Fluff both well coming in.
What are they doing?
Devon Booth.
What are they doing?
They're really good.
We have them projected to win 0. What are they doing?
You're right.
You should say I don't like what they're doing.
I don't. They suck. I was just trying to be nice for a minute.
No, I really.
Nobody ever says anything nice about Mississippi State, man.
I mean,
I was trying to.
I love the
Dan. Now that you mention it, bad.
I wish Dan Mullen never left. I think Dan Mullen could still have them really respectable.
My point is, if Blake Shapen got hurt last year, that's why they were so bad. I think they're not gonna win many games, but they'll look better. Losing, they're gonna lose by 50.
They'll look okay. Hey, there's a lot of teams this year that are doing that. That their losses aren't going to be as bad. They might get the same record, but they're just the stats will go up, yards per game, points per game, things like that. But with them being the SEC, man, you should be able to make a more of an impact turnover with the resources, and then being the SEC, I do expect a little more. That's why I do think the Sun Devils, old Sparky here, we use a Sparky logo. I think Sparky's he'll spark them up, man. I think they're gonna be chiefing on the dog pack later at the end of the game. Arizona, you might see a Udo touchdown here. Yep.
I'm calling a Ray League Brown touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
He's a better back, I think. USC transfer, 5-star, huge recruit when he came out. Been hurt a lot. Gonna get a chance this year. I like Riley Brown a lot this game.
You like okay, and then
I still like Mississippi State staying with them, man.
Well, I have a weird question just popped in my mind because player props just popped up. What do you think about Rocco Becht rushing touchdown this week?
Don't love it.
Don't love it. Do you Sam love it?
I like Carson Hansen not running touchdown for them, but they got such a good goal line back.
Yeah, it's like they don't need to do it.
They don't really use him.
They really don't need to. So
Carson Hansen's the guy around the goal line.
I think I agree right there. Okay, so we both have Arizona State though, right? Winning the game
this year.
What'd you say?
Did he have one yet this year in 2 games?
Oh, I don't think so.
Right.
I think he needs one. I'm saying he's due.
I mean, he's probably gonna have 3 or 4 all year. My prediction. He don't run. He ain't like at running.
Yeah, you don't want to get him hurt.
You got a Jackson Dart runner. He's a little less than him.
I agree.
He's a great runner. He's capable.
Sam Levitt's a way more runner than this guy.
He's a capable runner. You don't want him running though.
Makes sense.
One of those.
Okay, so we're taking Sparky, right?
Yeah. I don't feel great about it.
You don't feel great about Mississippi State and Arizona State, a team that won made the playoff last year.
I'm looking at the leaf has turned. The page is flipped. It's a new year.
Same quarterback, same wide receiver one. Some people say Jordan Tyson's the best receiver in the nation,
and that's about it.
And they got a solid coach. You love Dillingham.
Dillingham don't love this team.
Dillingham. I think he's.
You're the one that told me about that first. And I looked up. I did some more research on that.
He did.
You don't like him.
Yeah, I know.
You don't like this team.
He does it
because they don't have nobody. They just don't have another. They have one receiver, bro. Jordan Tyson plays a team where they can double him. I think Mississippi State can double him because they're an SEC team.
Okay.
They're gonna struggle.
All right.
They're gonna have to win. This is gonna be a defensive win for Arizona State. Clayton Smith's got to step up on the end there, bring some pressure. Xavier Alford's got to be good in the secondary. It's gonna be the defense.
I think the only reason that it is close is Arizona State just walks up and down the field until they get to about the 20 and they just can't punch it in. Maybe some things like that. But I do think yardage is going to be a crazy lopsided battle. Give me Sparky, man. Give me Arizona State. I'll take them over a touchdown or more. I think they're definitely going by more than 7.
Great logo, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Y'all never use the regular logo. And just for anyone that does like graphics or anything, using their regular pitchfork logo, it's so straight up. You got to make it smaller than every other logo, and it's so stupid. So I hope Arizona State goes back. They do still use that because I watched the video of their facilities tour. and it's still around a couple places. But
that's just our good old days. I mean, Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Player
I love
ever,
Terrell Suggs.
Man,
I love me some Vontez Burfict, Arizona State. You see,
Brock,
Vontez Burfict is assistant now for South Carolina or UNLV.
You like Brock Osweiler?
Really? He is
okay.
Okay. I mean, in college, yeah, he was solid. Yeah, solid college.
Him and Jalen Strong.
Yeah.
And they had N'Keal Harry.
They were really good those couple years.
Big receivers.
They were good those couple years. Okay, so up to the last game here, we only got what 2 or 3 games, 2 games that we're different on, which is
we're different on 3.
2 games that we agree on. All right, let's get into the last game here. Michigan versus Oklahoma. Very interesting matchup. Oklahoma only be able to get 103 rushing yards against Illinois State.
Yeah.
They're minus 4.5 right now. This is College Game Day, game of the week. Game Day will be in the building. All these games are in order. I know I didn't put the times on there, but on our socials tomorrow I'll have the times. I think the first 2 or 3 games are noon games, and then we have 1 3:30 and 2 7:30s. Okay, so let's get into the preview for Michigan, man. I really do like this matchup. It's my favorite matchup this week. Underwood coming off a 21-31 performance, 251 yards, and 1 touchdown in his debut. I have in my notes here, defensive coordinator for Michigan, Wink Martindale, could be the reason they win. But what do you think, Dalton?
It's coordinator versus coordinator.
Yes.
Ben Arbuckle for Oklahoma. Coming over with Mateer from Washington State. First big game for them here. How much improved is Oklahoma really? We heard about it all off season.
Yeah.
One of the most improved teams in the nation, yada yada.
Yeah.
They're ranked somehow preseason.
I know.
It's so crazy.
That is.
If you think about it.
That's a little surprising.
But Jaden Ott is a huge question mark. Is he healthy?
Love Jaden Ott.
Right? Yeah. Can he play? He only got 1 carry last week.
I'm a big Jaden Ott guy. I think this wide receiver class is going to come out a lot more. Just wide receiver and running back class is going to be.
Back.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry. I do like his receiving ability too. But Jaden Ott, guys like Nick Harbor, I know he's not draft eligible this year, but the amount of dogs we're getting, I think, in running back and wide receiver these next 2 years.
Harbor can leave this year.
Huh?
Harbor can leave this year.
Can he? Is he redshirt sophomore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was a junior.
Oh, is he? I thought he was
a sophomore. I don't know. He was on the. I just know he's draft eligible. He was on the draft thing.
Was he? Okay, bet.
The draft professor.
Yeah. Shout out Nick Harbor. He's my favorite wide receiver in the league. The nation. I'm not saying he's like the best prospect, but he's just my favorite. All right. So Michigan, what's going to win the game for them? What's going to lose the game for them? Like you said, coordinators is going to be a big thing in here, and the game plan. It's going to come down, some big third downs and play calling on the offensive side on, how you're going to go about it. Want to keep your freshman quarterback safe, but then again, you going to be a chance where he's going to have to make plays either on the ground or through the air. Give me the pretty much the recipe to success for both these teams.
Oklahoma's got to run the ball a little bit better, or you can just set back on the pass. Michigan, and if you're winning Mitchell against Michigan's defense, they're going to eat you a lot. So Oklahoma's going to have to improve around the ball, but I don't trust Underwood yet.
Okay. I don't blame you.
Comes down to I like him a lot. Yeah. Generational? No, probably not.
Yeah, man.
But he's really good. But I don't know. It's a tough game, and Venables needs a big win, man, before SEC play because their schedule is a gauntlet.
I agree.
So he knows how big this one is for this.
This is a big win. This is a big one for all of them. I think this could catapult Michigan into some real momentum if they get the win. I don't know if they will, but let's see. I kind of want to look into some more of my notes before we give official pick. Both teams are going to have to run the ball. I have here Oklahoma has had 30-plus carries and barely broke 100 yards, like we mentioned earlier. But over 30 carries and only getting 103 yards versus Illinois State.
Illinois State, right?
It's very concerning, bro. That's where you can win the game. Is that something a one-off, or is this something that we're going to be seeing throughout the year of them not being able to, win the battle in the trenches? OU did pass for 329 versus Illinois State, though. Give me your thoughts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think both of the strengths of each team, do they cancel out each other, or does one team have really big? Is it only a quarterback experience here that's going to win the game, or what do you think?
I mean, I like Michigan's defense a lot, but I like Oklahoma's a lot more than usual. R. Mason Thomas,
I
know about him.
I like him.
Kip Lewis. They have a lot of good defensive players, man. So I think that they're able to keep this game low scoring. And at home, I think the crowd in the low scoring game and just the experience Mateer gets a game winning drive.
Yeah. And there's some
game winning drive. But Michigan's defense is really good. It's gonna be tough, man.
Their DBs are gonna have their hands full. And the wide receiver, I think there are going to be some guys really catching the ball like Keontez Lewis.
Oh, big week last week.
Jaron Kanak and Deion Burks.
Kanak, cool story. Linebacker last year.
Really?
Hell yeah! Ball. Like he made the transformation quick. He had 90 yards last week or something.
Hell yeah! No,
5 catches, 90 yards. First game was the tight end, Jaron Kanak, former linebacker. He's a dog. Oklahoma's. I don't love him, but I don't love Michigan either.
No.
So
I agree.
They're both ranked too high. I think they won't finish the year this high.
No, hell no. I think Venables. I don't really. I'd be very surprised if Venables is their coach next year. I'm so surprised if he is. I know they have some really good recruits coming in. Bo Bentley. They have guys like Deacon Schmidt coming in, but I don't know, man. I think it's just an uphill battle for him. I think Michigan's it's gonna be a really close game.
If
really close game.
This year, right, Lashley's going to be their coach.
Ooh, hot! I love that. I love it.
SMU, Oklahoma.
I love sticking your neck out there and saying
I just
thought
about it on the spot. I was like, it's a great.
Some people are saying Gruden to Alabama. What do you think about that? That's crazy.
Whatever.
$70 million buyout.
I'm not worried about Gruden either. Like, I'm not Belichick. Go ahead. I know he's out as old, but
no, I agree, bro. I do. I do like Gruden as a rah guy, but the reason he's not in the league, besides all the other stuff, I think it's because his style of coaching is just so 90s, like XOI quarter, left pocket Jagger, something on one. Like, that's just not how offenses are called anymore. They're quote unquote dumbed down. They're more 1 read, 2 read, go. Like, they're just not there's just not a lot of quarterbacks making 7-step drops anymore. That's his forte. And I think if he can update that and kind of update his game, his coaching play, I think we could see Gruden back in and maybe coaching. But I don't know. I am going to take Oklahoma in the game. I do like them 3.5 around there. I do think Bryce Underwood's going to leave. We're going to leave this game with some stuff to appreciate with him. I do think he has a bright future, even though I'm not the highest on him. I don't think he was the best quarterback coming out last year, but I do think he's got a bright future. What do you think, Dalton? What is your pick here for the last game on the pick 6 here?
I'm going to go with the Sooners as well.
Okay.
Like I said, I think Venables knows how much he needs this one. He beat Alabama last year, only good win he has so far in 2 years. So this will be another good one. He needs one, man.
All right. Now, what do you think about the -4.5 spread? They got it right now. It's a field goal game or
probably
more?
3, but I mean.
Me too. I like
2,
that.
3 is too common, so.
3.5.
Glad they switched it up.
Yeah.
The spreads. 3 is always a number. It's a close game, so.
It'll probably close at 3 though. You think? I think it'll close at 3 possibly. And I do think we'll see. We're in for a hell of a game, man. We're in a hell of a game. So, all right, first games. Let's get into it here. We got Illinois and Duke. Me and you got our differences on that one. It's okay. I think this is gonna be a heck of a game. I'm not as confident. I really kind of want to switch over to Illinois, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with my guns here at the Blue Devils. I do think it's going to be a heck of a game, even though it's maybe not going to be as many points as we think scoring.
No, good game, though.
I agree. All right, let's get into the last bit before we let everyone go and get to some additional picks and maybe some teams that might cover. Because last week, we did also 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 for our possible upsets. Every single one covered, right? So that was some.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
Yeah, we got to keep going. We got to kind of keep that alive. So I do like a couple of these. Let's get into some games that we're going to miss besides these top 6. We got James Madison, Louisville, Friday night. What do you think about the game? Everyone thinking this is going to be a closer game. I need this game on a parlay. I'll go ahead and say that now. I need the Birds to show up and do their thing. What do you think about James Madison, Dalton?
Could be a good game.
We've been talking about this game a lot off air, and you think it's going to be a close game with everyone else as well. So it's not like you're an outlier right here, but I do think this could be a blowout.
I don't know why.
I think because Louisville does play a little bit better in the night games than at home. I think there's a little bit different atmosphere. They've had some crazy games throughout the years, weeknight games. I do think that just
close games.
Yeah, it plays a part, but I think this is an easy 17-point. Not easy. They can win by 17 though.
Yeah, probably not. Alonzo Barnett, Matt Sluka duo. Deadly quarterback duo.
God, Sluka's coming into Louisville, and I can't. Sluka's dead to rights. He's done. Sluka's dead to rights. All right, so let's do some quick picks in here because that's one. Obviously,
play certain packages, man.
He's horrible. All right,
Virginia NC State game.
Well, I'm here chronological, so I'm going in order.
Okay.
So the Friday night games: Western Illinois, Northwestern.
Mhm.
Northwestern's got that probably. NIU versus Maryland. Got Maryland. So I need that for my parlay as well for all the betting people out there. Eastern Washington and Boise State's the last game we have for the Friday night games. Boise State, man, they need this one. They need a straight blowout. Think they're going to get it done?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You don't think they're Kansas State Junior?
I mean, maybe.
I
They
think
might not
so.
be that good this year.
I know. I think they're a
But
lot.
we'll see.
I think they got a lot more of a Kansas State. So, all right, a lot of chalk games, as we said earlier in the show, outside of those, but that's what you're going to be able to see before Saturday. Like we have here in South Carolina State. South Carolina is going to be a beatdown. South Florida versus your Florida Gators. Let's talk about it. I think this could have potential to be a lot closer game. But what do you think?
No.
Nothing. Brian Brown worries you at all. You don't think he can extend some plays, pull some stuff out?
Not really. He had like 40 yards rushing last week. Everybody's acting like he ran all over a team.
4 sacks.
Yeah, we're gonna get more than that.
Ooh, really? You're calling over 4 sacks for the Gators this week?
Yeah. If they had 4.
All right.
If Boise had 4, we're gonna have more than 4.
Okay. I think
Tyreek Sapp is gonna get one at least. Caleb Banks.
So give me your prediction.
Caleb Banks is gonna get one.
Are y'all winning by what? Give me your
I
spread.
don't know, 24.
24.
If we might win by 17 because we don't want to show nothing before LSU.
You don't want to show nothing.
We didn't show nothing first week.
I want to see a team with killer instinct.
Let's see.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna win the game.
You better. I hope.
Regardless.
I need you all to win the game minus 950. Go nuts if you all don't win. Okay. All right. Iowa State. Obviously, we went over that. Utah State, Texas A&M. Marcel Reed should be able to get the game in his hand there and maybe get out of the game early. We'll see. Ole Miss and Kentucky. Only a 10-point spread right now. Ole Miss coming off the loss last year with Jackson Dart against Kentucky. Lane Kiffin's not trying to drop 2 in a row to Big Blue Nation. How do you think that unfolds?
No, Ole Miss will win this year, but it'll be close, man.
Ole Miss might beat the shit out of this team.
Keep saying that, but I doubt it.
Oh, sorry to not think that UK, who barely beat Toledo last week, might not get ran by a legit SEC team.
Me too. I'm sorry, but it won't happen.
They're going to get ran. That's going to be a bloodbath.
Kentucky's going to muddle it up. Like
I need that one for my parlay as well.
Kentucky does
I need that one for my parlay. Come on, Lane. Get on the Lane train.
Kentucky does it once or twice a year. They muddle it up.
Against you all.
Not last year.
Last year, but 3 years in a row, they had Florida's number.
Not last year.
So
not this year.
Are they really about to beat Ole Miss 2 years in a row with Zach Calzada?
But they're going to be close, bro.
Did
they beat him with Vandegrift?
That's what I say. Was it Brock Vandegrift they beat?
Trash.
He's horrible. But they don't have no running backs to lean on no more.
Dante Dowdell. Good back.
Watch Ole Miss. They're going to win by at least 14. Okay. Not a lot of chalk games here, man. Cal Poly versus Utah.
Yeah,
put the kids to sleep earlier on that
Troy.
one. Virginia versus NC State.
CJ
Bailey.
That's what I said. That's a good game.
I like that game.
I'm taking the Cavs.
You like the Cavs?
Chandler Morris.
Ooh.
48-7 over Coastal last week.
Yeah, NC State
should have lost East Carolina.
Past 2 seasons, I think everyone, including us, been giving NC State too much credit.
East Carolina should have beat them.
I know. I think for some reason they're just not as good. They're not taking the steps we thought they would.
Good upset alert one.
Give me it.
West Virginia at Ohio.
All right. So let's go ahead and if you're a parlay builder here with your upsets. I love WKU upsetting Toledo this week. I think we're plus 4.5. Then it went to 5.5. Now you can get it at plus 7.5. I don't know if there's any injuries or anything. I haven't looked.
Toledo?
But regardless, bro, I really would take WKU, and that is a little bit of bias because we love WKU around here. I do think that's an upset alert. So what was your upset?
West Virginia on the road at Ohio.
Ooh.
West Virginia favored minus 3.5.
Ooh, so you like Ohio. Almost pulled up the upset last week. You like them 2 weeks in a row. Covered last week. Can they do the full upset this week?
That's my team.
So you don't have them covering. You got them winning outright.
No, but covered by half a point.
Oh, covered by half a point. What's the spread?
3.5.
Oh, okay.
They give you that.
I like that
right now.
Yeah, I like that. You got to take.
They lose by 3 again. This team could compete the Big 12 and the Big 10 at the bottom, like the teams like Northwestern and Rutgers.
Yeah.
West Virginia, Cincinnati. Ohio's right up there with them.
Okay.
Which says more less about Ohio and more about the rest of the other teams. Actually, they need to be better.
Look, I think
Ohio's good. Though.
I think it's the perfect combination of they did good. They're better than everyone thinks, and all the other teams are worse than I think you think.
Ohio's always solid. Their quarterback play is always good. They got a good QB again. They might win it outright for sure. But I like West Virginia this year. I like their quarterbacks.
I mean, Rich Rod, bro.
Like
How can you not? Rich Rod's going to get that thing together. It's only going to be a matter of time.
I got 3 good quarterbacks.
What's Rich? Okay, Rich Rod and Belichick start their first year at the new schools. Is Rich Rod going to finish how many games above Belichick
This year?
Their stint at both schools, assuming it's more than 1 year.
I don't know. 10?
Like, not even close?
More wins, probably.
At least, right?
He's better.
North Carolina's cooked, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
UCLA, UNLV this week.
I know. Damn Mullen.
Nico,
I'ma overthrow you.
That's an upset pick for me right there. UNLV wins outright.
Oh,
UCLA
man.
by 2.5.
Deshaun Foster goes down to UNLV.
What do you think?
UNLV has looked crap.
Not week 2.
Calandria looks... That's who they have there in their quarterback, right? Calandria and Orgy?
Yeah.
And they're both still playing.
Calandria went... Orgy only didn't throw a pass last week.
But he ran, right?
Only 3 carries.
Okay.
So basically, it's Calandria's job.
I remember seeing him in the game, but I didn't think it was for a
Calandria went
lot.
19 for 23, though.
Yeah.
And they won by 17 last week. They played better.
All right. I do like that. And what's the spread on that?
2.5. But UCLA's favored.
It's a pick 'em.
I don't think they should be favored.
I know, that's a pick 'em, though.
Yeah.
All right. So you like UNLV money line. I like WKU plus 7.5 against Toledo.
Ohio spread.
And then Ohio spread.
Get it now before it goes to 3.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. That
kind
of rounds up all the rest of the games.
That's about all the good upsets this week.
Florida A&M is probably going to get pummeled by Florida Atlantic. I don't know what the spread is for that, but they'll probably cover.
Only one more game, I guess we should touch on. Vandy, Virginia Tech.
Yes, thank you. We were talking about that right before we went on, how this could possibly sneak into
the top. You think it's going to be a blowout, which is crazy?
It's a 1.5. It's a pick 'em right now. I think it could be a blowout, but I think Virginia Tech's going to win no matter what. Yeah. What do you think?
No.
You love Vandy for some reason.
Don't love them, but
You love Vandy.
I love them for they're 6-6. So that's for Vandy though. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's about expectations.
But you love so
yeah, that's good for them. And they beat Virginia Tech last year. They're gonna beat them again. Brett Pra's done there.
I agree.
Brett Key. Was it Key or Pra? I get them confused.
I think it's Key.
One of them's at Georgia Tech. One of them's at Virginia.
I think it's Key. I think Key.
Pra's at Georgia Tech.
I don't know.
I always get them too confused.
Me too.
But
Brett, yeah.
Brett Key and Brett
Musburger.
Well, Muschamp's son plays college football. I've seen.
Really?
I forgot what team he played for. Damn.
Will Muschamp. He don't coach anymore?
I don't think so.
Huh.
But I did see his. Let me see. I got to see where he plays at now.
All right, so Tulane versus South Alabama is another one I want to talk about. I think Tulane could boat race South Alabama. At South Alabama, we were at the Senior Bowl.
Oh, that's funny. That's why I said it. Sorry. His quarterback, his son plays at Vandy.
Really? Oh, okay.
That's
what did it. He's backup quarterback.
Oh. 3rd or 4th.
You see, Dabo Swinney's 3 sons have always been holders for him.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. So, what do you think about Tulane, South Alabama? You think Tulane could beat them up, or do you think it's gonna be a close game?
It won't be close.
Wow.
What?
You're crazy.
South Alabama's good.
No.
Okay.
Tulane's gonna. You said it's not gonna be close.
No.
Oh, I was going to say Tulane gonna blow them out. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I think Tulane can win by at least 13.
Rhett's laugh will run all over him.
Rhett's gonna go crazy. He's good. I like Tulane, man. I like Tulane. All right, that's probably the last game that really caught my eye. Sam Houston at Hawaii. Only reason I want to bring up Sam Houston is because our boy Jackson Fowden, quarterback out of Tomball, Texas, he's going to be at Sam Houston this week taking his visit. They're looking at him right now, and he's got, I think, invites for the rest of the season for the home games. So if Sam Houston could pick up Jackson Fowden, that'd be a big pickup because he really fits into their system a lot.
Yeah,
I've seen Sam Houston for some reason. I've seen Sam Houston play twice already. They played WKU, and then they played who'd they play this last week? But it was
UNLV.
Yeah, UNLV. I watched both those games, and yeah, man. And for some reason, they really have a really good mobile quarterback, and he would fit great in their system. So shout out to him. And let's take a last couple looks here at our pick 6, top 6 of the game. What do you think? What's the game of the week? And what is the potential you think of a guy out of this 6 games who might be the MVP?
Game of the week, I guess Michigan, Oklahoma this week.
I agree.
A lot of good games, but that's probably ranked versus ranked game all week.
And do you think Mateer could go out there and just put the team on his back and just go for 300 and do his thing?
He could.
Could.
He might.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably will if they're going to win.
Jalen, so you think he throws for the most yards out of all these? You don't think it's a shootout between Altmaier and Mensa at all?
No, sorry, Robertson throws for the most yards.
Oh, okay. That's not a crazy take. But he gets – who throws the most yards and get the win? So it's Sawyer Robertson, right?
I took them, yeah.
All right.
And then Rocco throws for second most.
Ooh. That's actually a great take. I think Rocco had the most all-purpose yards, and then Mateer will throw for more. So give me Mateer on passing yards, and give me Levitt over 70 yards rushing. Yeah, that's what I like. Give me 60 yards rushing.
All right.
Levitt.
Okay.
I love those picks, man. We got some stuff here. I think first 2 weeks, if you want to count, week 0, week 1, we had a lot similar picks. So this week, we'll see who comes out on top. Last week we split 3-3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alabama, man. Alabama ruined everyone's ticket, ruined everyone's weekend for a lot of people, betting wise.
The one time I want them to win, they lose.
I know. That's happened last year for me. When I needed Milroe to win, he shit the bed. That's what really started the descend on me and the Milroe take. But before we get into it, Dalton, let everyone get back to their week. I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in on X, on YouTube. We're going to have some games we're going to be covering here. What's your thoughts going into week 2? What's the biggest surprise you're looking for?
Biggest surprise?
Yeah, biggest surprise. What's the thing we're going to come into our preview on Monday morning? What are we going to be talking about? It's something that took us totally off guard.
The review show. Who's going to take us off guard? Okay.
Oh, yeah, throughout the whole nation. What's the craziest thing you think we're going to see? Are we going to see another Bama? They have UL Lim this week. They got to blow them out. They lost to them Saban's first year. Any other surprises you think this week that might, catch people's eye?
Smaller school game, but Western Kentucky. Maverick McIver throws for 4 tuds again.
And
no pick.
700 yards for the first 2 games.
12 tuds, no picks, first 3 games.
Love that pick. I like Sawyer Robertson with the win, but if you're a betting person, don't take me on that. Just take them on the spread. I do think they're going to cover. I think Henry is a dog there. Katie Hutchinson's a dog too. Two-headed snake there at wide receiver. And then when you match that up with a good quarterback, it's great. The best thing I love about Western Kentucky and their attack, their offensive coordinator came over with the quarterback. He was the head coach last year, and I think that is a really good point because this offensive coordinator is not walking on eggshells, seeing what this quarterback can do well, kind of getting to know him. No, he literally coached this guy all last year, and I think that's going to work out for them well. And I think we're going to be coming back here and saying this. I agree. We're going to be saying the same thing, how WKU pulled it off against Toledo, and for some reason they got a better spread than UK, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, that's crazy.
UK is. But.
Yeah, I know. So what do you think we got to let the people know of it before we head out? I know one thing I'm looking forward to is just some straight good quarterback play. Some people could say it wasn't that great last week. I think it was decent. We had a lot of cupcake games. Bryce Underwood's going to really look to put a stamp on his early college career early on. I think he can do it. But any closing thoughts here, my brother?
Yeah, NFL.
Yeah.
Be on all weekend too. So
yeah,
full slate first week.
I think AJ Brown's going to go off
Thursday.
Yep. I like
Not
AJ
a
Brown.
bad pick.
He's one of my favorite receivers in the NFL.
Cowboys defense is bad now.
Oh yeah, they're done. Shout out the Packers, man. Shout out the Packers. I'm not the biggest.
Shout out Packers. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Michael Parsons guy, but I'm a Packers guy, so I gotta like him now. Hey, he's a Packer now. We gotta, touch on some things here, touch up some things. We gave you a lot of money here. Hope you like playing in the cold because I don't know if it's gonna work out.
We'll see.
I don't know.
For how long you stay happy for?
I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so yeah, I think we had a great slate. Like you said, NFL starting up. That was a good point to add. I think that's gonna get us a lot more or less bored on Sunday, even though we did have some Sunday games last week.
Yeah,
Labor Day
2,
weekend.
though.
It was good. All right, man. Shout out to everyone. Like I said, it's been tuning in. Shout out to all of our guys sending us film. William Jackson improved to another win. I think he's 3 or 4-0 now. Corey Daly out there in Texas, future Pitt quarterback next year, our guy. He's undefeated. So shout out to him. And we will catch you on Monday morning, 11 a.m. for the review, and we'll see who showed up, who showed out, and see who won player of the week. And we'll catch you then.
Yep, see y'all later.
See y'all.